Alright, welcome back to Dredge. Drink of the day is still water. And it's stale? Not very. It's only been sitting there a couple hours. Once we load in, I will show you my sins. But that might take a bit. Alright. It's 6 a.m. Let's see the damage. Where we left off, I need more money. I have $600. I have a better fishing pole with fishing speed. I have lights. I have engines. I have a combined of like 30 knots. More than 30 knots, I believe. Like, almost 40? In the dry dock, I have upgraded everything and gotten most of the hull except for this, which is refined metal. And that's probably the harder of the materials to find. I've also adjusted my audio for my mic. It was low. I don't know why. But, yeah, I also found more scraps. Our stuff isn't bigger yet. I've also wanted to show this. I've caught almost all of the aberrations for this area. And fish. I've caught all the fish and almost all the aberrations. The problem, I don't know why, but the flounder is not giving up its aberrations. If this were real life, these bastards would be on the brink of extinction, if not completely extinct, because of how many I have fished and I've even released, which it's implied you kill these things before you even, it's like finning, shark finning. You're just throwing them back to die. And these guys would be extinct because of me. The sharks also, I have not got the aberrations. Besides that, I've gotten the crabs. I've done a lot. It took quite a bit of time, and even more time trying to get the flounder and of course, the irony is that I got the sailfish aberration pretty easily. Like, the second time I went after the sailfish. Do you know how many hours in my main file I've been trying to look for that aberration? Too many. But let's go over what the aberrations are, you know? Just as a little start to our fourth part. Corrupted scales, this is the grotesque mackerel. Corrupted scales and bulbous eyes like nothing you've ever seen. The lumpy mackerel is a writhing mass of lumps twisted and pulling their way under the scales of their vessel. How long can it have lived like this? And the many-eyed mackerel, a lot of mackerel aberrations. Gill plates dotted with eyeballs. Superfluous, but scanning frantically. All eyes see right through you. We have the all-seeing cod, staring outwards, unblinking, eyes burrowed from a large being, but not the mind to process what it sees. I'll leave these so you can go about your own playthrough and read all of these. I'll just scan through them a little bit. We're gonna be going to the Gale Cliffs next. So, more fish to be had. But, and this is not something I prepared for, so give me a moment. We're gonna explore the islands around here because I didn't do that. And why not explore them? Okay. These, okay. I had a really good, guide here. Because I kind of want to do this. In, okay. Let me look at something real quick. Okay. That can be done. Okay. I have to look at the fish. I believe I know. That, yeah. Yeah. Also, I caught a tuna and its aberration. On accident. I... Where's that? Right there? Huh. What does it want? Okay. We're not gonna start that quest. We'll do that after I find out some things. But I will warn you of things to come as soon as we get... What direction am I going? I'm going south. I want to actually go north. Well, since we're in the area. It's gonna burn my time. See how fast we're going? It's beautiful, isn't it? This is very helpful. I wish I would have figured this out, you know, before I beat the game. But over here at M7, just east of the Blackstone Isles, there's this. This is a timed quest. The time is a bit forgiving, but you cannot go days without doing it. You have to... I'd want a good engine speed and to know where the fish and items and etc. I want for this person. So we're not going to start that until we know, personally. Other than that, there's nothing really around here. I think I keep pressing down. There's a bunch of little islands. We'll do more exploring of those when we go down to the Gale Cliffs. But for now, I actually want to go to the Steel Point Islands. Yeah! I want haste. That one has aberrations. What is it, though? It's blue mackerel. We'll be needing, of course, fish for that quest. And that guy for those islands... Did I say west or east? I always get my directions mixed up. It's east of the Blackstone Isles. Sorry if I said west. It's like my right from my left. I was going into. Okay. Here's some sharks. Let's guess. I get the aberrations right away. Thank God I didn't. I don't have enough space for this guy. So we're discarding. That goes towards the achievement, so that I've already gotten. And I've depleted it, which also goes towards that achievement. Very easy achievements. The builder wanted to build over here. She wants materials for over here. So we're gonna dock and look over here and see what she wants. And she wants that, which I can't access my... Okay. I have to have them... You have to have them in your inventory. You don't have access to your storage here. Also, something I kept trying to mention, but didn't, is the books that you get from people. You equip them, and then you read them, and now you have little perks, like 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks when catching a fish with a rod. And, you know, engines provide 5% more movement speed than lifts do. We also got some letters. And we have pursuit. Ah. Yeah, lumber and scrap for her. And I did the crab for the fishmonger, and now he wants an aberrant fish for himself. But we got some messages last time. Let's go in order. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon, and our first day proper. Today, we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of the Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night, Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly, it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around a few times. A few items fell over into the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He has been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He is paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I've never known him to be so superstitious. So there's some lore. Apparently, someone got married and there's boat renaming ceremonies. That's what... Are you... Of course. Of course. Well, we got one of the sharks. Screw you. And we're gonna give it to the fishmonger, because he wants one of those. As you can see, my light is very nice in the dark. So we're gonna park here. Yep. Remember, any aberrant will suffice. I suspect they're all the same underneath. Here, have this guy. The fishmonger takes the aberrated fish from you. He clutches it close to his chest, wringing his hands around its slimy body. Yes, this should do nicely. Here's what the fish is worth, and why don't you take these two? They're of no use to me. Alright, so now we have some upgrade parts. And... do you hear that? It sounds like the faintest whispering. You listen. Silence. In the stillness of the room, the fishmonger's hands begin to tremble. His face grows anguished. Please, sell what you need, then leave. I must deal with this creature. Quickly now. I don't need to. The fishmonger's door slams behind you. You hear the heavy scraping of a metal bar sliding across it. Alright, he won't be available for the next, day or two. So, before you do that quest, sell everything possible. And we're gonna dump some research points. We could do pots. Do we want a better engine right now, or do we want better rods? This has nothing to do with these, but it kind of does. We'll dump it into that. We're gonna sleep till morning, and then we're gonna go out and try to find some lumber and do the builder's quest. And then we're going to do another quest on our way to Gale Cliffs. I'm headed north. Okay. And this spyglass can actually help us find some dredge areas, so hopefully. I just remembered. I need to... If only the blue was around the flounder. Ugh. We need to access storage. We need, I believe, 2 of these. And 2 things of lumber. But first we're gonna get these. We're gonna go... What's northeast? Oh, here's some lumber. Perfect. Hopefully there's 2. Then we can be quite quick about this. Nope. Just the 1. That's okay though. I'm sure there's lumber over here. In fact, we can speed up, get a little closer, don't burn out our stuff, and look. The waves can kind of get in the way of me looking. Yep, as I suspected. Oh, this is shiny. Eek! Once strong wooden hull lays broken against the shoreline, the stern is completely breached. Oh, I do not have enough room. We can leave this and come back to it, which I'm going to do. But if we go over here, we can see a little tent with SOS, and we will be dealing with that. Don't you worry. We're gonna help that guy. But first, we need to help the builder. It's fine. This is also another timed quest. You do not want to initiate this until you are capable of doing that quest. So, you want to have everything free. You're not doing anything. Oh, there's... Is that... Yeah, it's treasure. Big cup. Because since we're in the middle of doing other quests, that timed quest would not be exactly the best thing to do right now. Need to load all the necessary materials. You should let the builder know. Alright, so we're gonna go get the builder. Let her have her nice new house. Home. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but haste does build up your panic meter. So be wary of that. Because again, things can happen. More strange occurrences. You've done it? Well, no sense in wasting time. Let's get moving. Okay, so when you pick up people, they go in your inventory. Good riddance to you, Greater Marrow. I'm onward bound. She's just kind of in my inventory, and I want to make sure she gets there safe. So we're gonna wait till dawn. And see, she's still in our inventory. We just kind of had some bangers and mash and went to bed. But now we're well rested, not in much danger. Yes, yes, this'll do. Thank you, fella. Give me a short while to get things built here. You're looking back any time. She reaches into her toolbox and pulls out a handful of components. Take these. Always good to have on hand. We're just rolling it. Alright. She's nice and happy and healthy. And now we... Okay, you're tempting me. We're gonna take another component. Some more of these. Let's hope we have enough space for, we don't have enough space for a guy. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to go and sell some things and access of storage. It's only 10 something a.m., but I still... we'll pick them up and maybe wait the day and then we'll do some things. Okay. There you go. My storage. Boop. Boop. And now let's decide where we want to put our points. We have 3. We could get a better engine. We're getting a better engine. I like speed. Let's go... First, let's get some fish. Because, why not? Maybe it'll be an aberration. Of course. None. We're getting fish so we have enough money just in case it's more expensive, but I don't think any of the upgrades are all that expensive. I don't think any of them reach over 500. We're gonna... Blinding headache today. Did you come by yesterday? I don't recall it. Anyway. What can I do for you? Take my fish. $51 just for... Okay, whatever. Shipwright. Nice story. Give me a better engine. See, it was like 400. It's not that bad. Alright, we have to uninstall. Send everything to storage. That. And there's no way you can... Okay. It's 36. Plus that. I think we've made a mistake. I think we should do this instead. We're gonna get more out of doing this than having that one engine. Because now we have 26 and 26, which is over 50. And the other one was only 30, and I couldn't hook up any other things to it, so. We're gonna go a lot faster. Actually, we're gonna go pretty much the same speed we've been going, just a little bit under, I think. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Now we just need to sleep and go north. Okay, that just happened. Okay. We do not want to burn any of the motors out. I hate going slow. And boy howdy can you go slow. Alright. I'm saved. Oh, you are a sight for these sore eyes. I washed up here. Oh, it must be some 2 weeks ago now. We were in rough seas, and when a wave hit us broadside, I was jostled overboard and swept away. Thought my crew would have come to find me by now, but yours is the first ship I've seen pass by here. Did the boys send you back for me? No. Oh well, I'm sure they're out there looking anyways. Can you get me to Little Marrow, stranger? I should be able to catch them there. Oh. I thought he wanted to go to Gale Cliffs. The key is not to drop. It's to bang up anything. So it's recommended you do this during the day. And be very careful. 'Cause I killed him the first time I did this. The sweet rank smell of civilization. Rank? Do you see yourself? I thought I could never miss it. He turns to you. For someone who has just been saved, he seems gloomy. I've not got much on me, as you can imagine, and I'm feeling this isn't worth much anymore, for me at least. Or perhaps it'll be worth something to you. He removes the signet ring from his left hand and presses it into yours. It's emblazoned with a symbol of a captain's wheel. Ship's wheel sigil is emblazoned proudly on this ring, so just almost sure to bring good luck to any captain that holds it. On to better horizons, friend. Farewell. We did it. We saved it. And what the hell does this thing do? Do I keep it? This is the one thing I don't actually know. It says it can go to the trader. Yes, sir, please take this as a symbol of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find use of it. He pulls a book from a stack sitting on his desk and hands it to you. It's covered in dust, but otherwise seems in good condition. Arm itches. Please stand by. They have no fucking clue what it does. Okay. I'm gonna keep it, just in case it's discovered it does do something. But it's not looking like it does anything. There are still things to be done around this area before we head off to Gale Cliffs. Namely, I believe it's near Steel Point. First, let's talk to the dock worker. How's the day treating you? Do you ever process shipments for Blackstone Isle? That old ruin? Doubt it. Let's see. He flicks through a large log book. Appears to be a record of shipping manifests. Thought so. It doesn't even have a shipping address. As far as I know, nobody lives there. What else can I do for you? Do you know of any shippers? There were a few around the eastern side of this island, mostly rotted away by now, I'd expect. Or dashed apart by the waves. Poor souls kept hitting rocks in the fog, I guess. There's a blind spot back there where the lighthouse can't be seen. People get turned around. What else can I do for you? I overheard a tale in the tavern some years ago. Sounded pretty strange to me. Supposedly, some 20-odd years ago, a fisherman from these parts hauled up an old sealed casket from the seafloor. They pried it open and took what was inside for themselves. That very night the fog rolled in for the first time, and it has cloaked the seas every night ever since. What was in that accursed casket, nobody knows. All of the crew that laid eyes on its contents went mad, or worse. The casket and crew have since disappeared without a trace, but the fog remains. Crazy stuff, huh? As changeable as the weather. Most days it's pretty quiet. The pay's not too great, but the work's straightforward. That suits me to a T. It's good to get that fresh sea breeze without actually being on the water. No offense, but you wouldn't get me on those seas every day. Okay. Now we head the wrong direction. I believe it is northwest. Yes, I do believe it's northwest. I am correct. There is a boat to the northwest of Steel Point, well, of the Marrows. And it is at I-10. Some lovely islands. Beautiful trees. And treasure, apparently. Nothing too grand, but there are some more things around here. But there's a boat. You pull up alongside a boat at anchor. There are signs of life on board, but nobody appears to greet you. Call out. Almost immediately, a small slot in the door snaps open. A pair of frantic eyes peer out at you. Who goes there? Fisherman. What do you want? I'm just checking to see if you're okay. Do I seem okay? No, I'm very much not okay. I'm supposed to be delivering this package to Little Marrow, but I'm being stalked. A huge leviathan lurks in these deep waters. I've seen it. It hung in the water, its gaping mouth just below the boat. It would have swallowed this vessel whole if I hadn't bolted for the shallows. I'm not going any further into this cursed island chain. I could deliver the package. You would? Well, that would work, I guess. The courier pushes a lumpy brown package through the dark the door hole. It squelches slightly as you take it in your hands. Dark fluid oozes from one corner. Thank you, stranger. This is bound for the dock worker at Little Marrow. I'm not sure what's inside, but listen. I know this sounds crazy. Sometimes I think I can hear the faintest whispers coming from it. Now, I'm not supposed to be transporting live goods. Don't have the equipment for it, so just be careful with this thing, whatever it is. Here, why don't you take this too? A book. Again, an item emerges from the door hole. This time, a book is pushed through and thuds onto the deck floor. You pick it up. I'll be on my way whenever the coast is clear. Safe travels. Alright. We have a package to deliver, but first, more treasure. You can't trawl for treasure, which is unfortunate. That or it's super rare, because I've trawled for long periods of time and never got anything. I do not want to lose this package. One of those anglers is out and about. Though we might be able to outspeed him. Push comes to shove. Stop that. That's naughty. Anything cool here? Just squid. I'll give a hoot or a holler about squid. They'll stop. Anything that may pursue you will pretty much stop the minute you dock. We're going to last and get back to Little Marrow. Give this man his package. Don't hit the side! Again, with achievements, if you want to see this, the side quest through, don't bump into things. It'll still count towards your completion if you lose the package, but it's still just not the best. How's the day treating you? I've got a package for you. Delivery, eh? Oh, it's a big one. Let me see. He takes the large package and examines it gently with his hands. He lifts it to one ear and listens for a while. He seems satisfied. Much appreciated, friend. Now, if you excuse me, wish me luck. He turns and hurries off down the dock without another word to you, or compensation. And now we can't talk to him. Alright. Anything else to do on these islands before we head off? Not really. Actually, there might be. Let me examine my map. Okay, no. It's early enough. I believe, besides some basic dredging, we could head to Gale Cliffs. I'm going to dredge a little bit. And, well, there is one thing we could do. No. We didn't thoroughly explore the Blackstone Isles. Do that a little bit. Just to show you around. guy's SOS is gone. Bunch of dredging locations. It's just a place to explore. There's not anything here. But you can see in the distance there's things. We might actually go there next. And do something inadvisable. But in the meantime, I'm signing off.